Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people, and welcome back to Kop-ish. This time we're dissecting the game against Leeds United. Leeds United won, Liverpool won. Liverpool unfortunately failed to hold out on a 1-0 lead, which they got in the first half, and Leeds managed to get an equaliser in the 87th minute through a header at a corner, leaving Liverpool outside the top four places. Obviously still is achievable getting it, and it'll be a lot more difficult doing it now though. Guys, how did that silly question, but how has that goal kind of changed things for you guys? Llorente's equaliser.
It's dramatic.
No, I just feel like on and off the pitch, Liverpool can suck a dick. So I feel.
For me, it's dramatic because if we would have won that game, we would have broken into the top four and been 2 points better off. West Ham, if I'm not mistaken, they lost their game against Newcastle 3-2. This is our chance to kind of catch them and pick up some points, innit? I still feel like we're in the outside chance regardless, but it would have put us in a much better position. Right now, it's a thing where everything's going wrong, whether it's on the pitch, off the pitch. I mean, it's one of the. Put it like this. It just adds to the despair and the frustration of every Liverpool fan right now. To be honest, I think it really does. It's resignating because I think if we would have won today, it would have lifted a bit of a few spirits. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but at the same time, you can only play what's in front of you. You can only do what you know, and that's trying to win a football game. We couldn't do that today for many reasons. Substitutions, questionable in my opinion. Attitude in the second half, allowing Leeds to gather pressure, and we didn't really hit back. Missed chances from Salah, Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, and then obviously, as you say, Cal, regarding the way how they scored. It's like, bro, you got a couple of minutes left, man. Just dash your head at the ball, innit? Like, if you get a cocoa, so be it, innit? Like, but certain man weren't willing to do that. So it is what it is. We come out here feeling like Leeds maybe were the better side. Alisson had to pull off some spectacular saves to even keep us in the game. Let's not sleep on that. Ali was tremendous today. I thought Ali done one thing wrong, in my opinion, all game. Where I think he threw the ball out or kicked it to them in the second half, but other than that, Ali was sensational. But all in all, bro, it's just been a mad 24 hours, and I thought we were going to get the 3 points, and it wasn't to be, man.
Yeah. So let's go through the game then. Sort of first half, I think we played really well.
We did.
We looked lively. We made good decisions in the right times, and we pressed well. We passed well. Sort of, if we're going to break down that first half, what are the main things we did well in that first half, in your opinion, Drew?
Forward players were rotating, dropping off. They weren't playing the best football you've ever seen in your life, but Leeds defence didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know whether to follow. They didn't know who was going to drop in. And Jota, Mane and Firmino just kept rotating of who was dropping in, playing it off, laying it off. Trent was amazing in the first half, completely fell off in the second half. But in the first half, he was playing really, really well, getting down the line. First half was good, man. First half was really good. But here's the problem. We should have had about 2 or 3 goals in the first half, and we should have had the game done and dusted while we were playing well. As always, we don't finish our chances. Even in the second half. How many chances in the second half? But that first half was good, man. That was literally 2 different games. Literally 2 different games.
This has been the story of our season, hasn't it? I mean, either we lose a lead or we don't capitalise on chances we get, and it always comes back to bite us, and today's been no different. Just looking at the lineup, once again, Nat Phillips was out injured. Apparently it's a hamstring injury, a hamstring strain of some sort. Ben
We missed
Davies,
him
guys.
tonight. Yeah, I
I'm-
know. I know what you're gonna say. You know what it is, yeah. Fabinho playing in defence, as good as Fabinho is playing there, really hurt us tonight, especially in the second half. Because when Leeds managed to gather that momentum, we couldn't stop anything. They were breaking lines too easy. What does Fabinho normally do when he's in midfield? He sweeps up. Also, as well, Nat Phillips, massive miss tonight because
You're
we don't
trying
know
to claim
something.
that as your own, yeah?
Might as well. You see Nat Phillips, yeah, bro. That corner they had, Nat Phillips might even head that away. He probably does, or at least he commands it. He's saying, "Everybody, move out my way. That's mine." Bro, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Did you not see the pictures of Ox when the goal went in? Bro,
Yeah.
Ox stood back and watched.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember Independence? No. I think it's one of the Transformers films. Jeff, you'll probably remember this. That kind of guy, that funny guy. He's kind of a bit of a comedian. He says a line or something like, "Do you remember when they just took over the world and we just stood by and watched?" Do you remember that line from Transformers?
Oh yeah. There'll be a moment when they ask you where were you when they took over. Yeah. I will just have to say we stood by and watched. Yeah.
Well, I should have been laughing, but that was Oxlade-Chamberlain, man. He just stood by and watched. I was like, bro, you've been brought into the team. You are supposed to make impact in a positive way. You had two opportunities. One, you either bury a chance, or secondly, you get your head in the ball, or you cause enough, I don't even know, like you just cause enough, thing in the box so that man can't get his header on there. Oh, man just stood there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was watching, I was so annoyed that I think I just caught the last replay, and the only person that I saw ball watching was Kabak. So was it actually Ox that got caught underneath the ball?
It was Ox. But Kabak, basically, Drift, when Kabak jumped, I'll be real, it was a half-hearted jump, Drift. He jumped and kind of
Yeah. Kabak's jump was definitely half-hearted, but I don't know who the player was.
It was Ox's man.
Front of him.
It was Ox's man, and Kabak didn't.
Hold on. So you're telling me, that Klopp has actually told Ox to go on, and then Ox is the one in the middle of the goal, in the zonal, for a corner. The worst header of the ball in our whole team is the one who's zonally marking in the middle of the 6-yard box. Is that what you're telling me?
Make it make sense, Drift. Make it make sense, please.
In fact, let me ask you lot something, and you lot know that this isn't trying to be personal, because I love
Drift,
Ox.
Let me just stop you one sec, Drift. If you're gonna do what you did to me the other day when we did the preview, where you asked me a question that you knew full well I didn't have an answer to, then refrain from doing it, bro. Don't embarrass me two streams in a row, bro. So I'm gonna leave that there, Drift. If you ask me a question and you know I could potentially answer it, ask it. But if you know deep down I got an answer to it, don't embarrass me again, bro.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Well, you did say just put man on the spot and that, yeah.
Go on, Drift. I'll let you ask the question, bro.
I say this with all love, because like I adore the guy, innit? Like I do. You lot know that already. But what is the point of Ox coming on in any of the games that Klopp has brought him on?
I don't even know.
Is there a clause in his contract that says if you are fit, because you barely are, but if you are, you have to play a part in the game? Because I feel like, man, correct me if I'm wrong, was James Milner on the left wing at the end of that game?
I don't even know. I don't know.
No, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
Was James Milner? Did Ox go into midfield?
Do you know what this feels like?
And James Milner was playing left wing.
Do you know what this feels like? Yeah,
right.
You know when you break something when you're a child, innit? And your mum's seen you break it, and she's just asking you rhetorical questions while the belt's warming up. That's what you're doing right now, Drift. You're basically saying, didn't I tell you not to run in the front room? Yes, bro. Didn't I tell you not to kick the ball in the front room? Yes, mum. What did I tell you would happen if you broke the vase? I'd get in trouble, mum. Why did you break the vase? I don't know, mum. What do you think I should do, Hugh, for breaking the VAR? I don't know, man.
I can't
You
get
haven't
but
got
that
the
quote
belt.
from.
Yeah, okay, man.
This is Pete. Like, oh, to be honest with you, today's substitution, I would have probably brought Mo on because at that point
No,
they were gaining
drift. So to
momentum.
cut you, substitutions, not one, substitutions, in my opinion, drift.
But that's
You
what
only
I'm
made two
saying. Like,
subs.
I would have brought on Mo,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to figure out.
Would you have taken off Mane and Jota?
Here's the thing. I feel like Mane did need a bit of a rest. He was starting to tire a bit, and he had a good game. But I think he was starting to tire a bit. But then the thing is, even a tired Mane was still closing down. When Mo came on, I don't feel like anybody was closing down their defense anymore.
Drift, let me ask you this question. If Sadio Mane is in the box where Ox is, do you think Sadio Mane is just not gonna? Do you think he's just gonna sit by and watch? He's not,
No.
is he? Whether the defender gets his head on the ball, we know Sadio Mane is gonna challenge that to the best of his ability because he's a fighter. Dare I say it? And this is no shade on Ox. He's not built like Mane. Mane's the one person out of all the attackers, in our opinion, that when there's corners and that, Mane goes full hella lever to try and get his head on the ball because he's aggressive majority of the time.
Firmino usually guards off the near post as well.
That's true, but what I'm trying to see, Firmino, in my opinion, I would have been kind of that near the near post sort of middle, whereas that was towards the middle back post. So I think Mane would have been there, in my opinion, more so. Yeah. And because he's got a great leap on him, if we're putting Oxlade-Chamberlain on corners and man's just sitting by and watching, I mean.
But you know what? Let's not even just talk about that then. Let's talk about the other end of the picture, which is what he's brought on for. Why did he take 2 touches and then have that dead-ass shot? He should have just hit that first time. I know it was on his left foot, but he should have hit that. When the ball got played across to him, hit that first time, bro. Well, so you came on and effectively you lost us the game, or you lost us the 3 points by missing a great chance and being the one who let the guy jump above you and score the goal. So effectively, Klopp sending on Ox lost the game.
If you want to put it in black and white,
effectively, it's not trying to pile pressure and scapegoat one man.
If you put it in
I don't want to do that. But effectively, it's kind of what happened. Yeah. But you know what? Let's talk about Robertson with that lovely run and then that dead ass pass at the end of it.
Oh my!
What was that all about,
bro?
Yeah, I mean, even other things you got to think about as well. Just little nuances. If we're leading the game 1-0, I'm sorry, Bobby's kind of the one you hook because you go on the counter attack. Then, isn't it? You soak up pressure. And you have 2 or 3 players up the pitch. You've got good pace.
Yeah,
and can stretch the defense. I'm sorry, but you're winning the game 1-0 and you want to go counter-attacking, you don't take off Jota and Mane, you take off Bobby.
Agreed.
No, it's real. But then again, you say that, Cal, and he was the only one who took the ball down in the thing, beat 2 players for strength and set up the Ox chance. So even playing on the counter-attack, Firmino was still he played his role.
I hear that, but
he took it down his chest, beat 2 men for strength, made the run, made the right pass, and Ox fucked up the shot.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Messed that up, you know.
But even still, Ox came on in the 81st minute. Can you not make an argument to say that we could have maybe gone a little bit more defensive and brought on, dare I say,
Ben Davies?
Yeah. Or Reece Williams. Defender. Even if you don't want to bring on Davies, Reece Williams, bring on another.
I don't think this was a game to give him his debut when we're under the cosh. I wouldn't have brought him on, but
so drift. Not this, and again, this is not aimed at you. And maybe it's because I'm a little bit frustrated with the whole situation right now. But bro, when is the right time to play Ben Davies, bro?
This is what I was gonna say, Drift. And this ain't aimed at you. It's like, bro, when are we ever gonna see him? We don't play him. We don't play him when from the start. We don't bring him on 50th minute, 60th minute, 70th
Guys, he's not good enough. There's no right time to play him.
And again, this is what
shout
really
out to KG. Anyone who watched the preview we did with KG on his channel, we asked him because he watched his team play against Ben Davies in the championship to have a real, so he knows, innit? It ain't like YouTube and all that. It was like, bro. And he even said it, guys. He was not even a good defender when I was watching Leeds play against them in the championship. Why you lot bought him? I have no idea, guys. He's just not a good enough player.
And this is what pees me off, Drift, because it's like and this is FSG and certain sections of fans at their finest. You see, when we sign certain players, and I've seen it, I've seen how it works now. We signed Sepp, the boy was hyped up through the roof. People comparing him to De Ligt. Do you guys remember the season De Ligt had when he left Ajax and joined Juventus?
Yeah.
The guy captained his club, almost got them to a final of a Champions League,
Yeah.
battered Real Madrid. These lot hyped Adrian. These lot hyped Minamino. These lot flipping hyped Ben Davies. They hyped Ben Davies to the point where they made it seem as though we've gone out and purchased a diamond that no one else could have purchased in Ben Davies. And he's going to change and make things look mad different at the back. Left-footed, he can play out from the back. He can play the ball long. He can emulate what Virgil does to an extent. And then you're telling me what, in April, Nat Phillips goes down with an injury. My man still can't get game time.
Do you know what we did, Cal? We went to Amazon.
I am
went to go.
so
We went
sick
to
of
Amazon, yeah?
these dickheads doing stuff like this.
Let me just quickly say this, Cal. We went to Amazon and the PS5 was sold out, so we went to the individual buyer. We looked at the individual buyer and we said, "Raw, that man's selling the PS5. Cool." Like we put our money in and we're waiting for it to come through the post, yeah? The postman delivers it off. You get the cardboard box. The cardboard box is the same size as the PS5, obviously, or a little bit bigger. There's nothing inside it. We got skanked in it. It's the same thing with Ben Davies. We didn't read the fine print where it says you are purchasing in little a cardboard box. You're not purchasing the PS5. You're purchasing the cardboard box. We got skanked. Not only that, and the reason why the box felt heavy, there was rice in it. Simple as.
It's ridiculous. It really pees me off that. And again, I'm not just doing this now because FSG have done what they've done over the last 24 hours, but this has been happening from the beginning of their regime. When you even go back and look, flipping Asaidi was hyped up through the roof. Oh, he's a sensational dribbler, got end product. What happened to him?
Markovic.
Barini. Flipping Joe Allen, all these players kept...
Was Asaidi and FSG signed?
Yes,
yeah,
bro, he was.
Yeah. So was Markovic. That man said, I got caught up into all the sauce drift. You know me already. Like, I don't even really care. That man threw me into the middle of the Dutchy pot drift and said, smell the sauce. In the middle of the Dutchy pot. And I smelled it. It smelled good in it.
I think, and you know what? I think Markovic, the only difference with Markovic was Markovic actually did win Portuguese Player of the Year. I don't think that was high in terms of like, if you win Portuguese Player of the Year, then you must have done something.
Bro, the way the club went on about Markovic, you would think we were signing the next flipping, I don't know, the next Figo or something. Them man were hyping. It's such a coup. So many big teams are after him. You man got him. Nah, bro. There's a reason why Benfica let him go, bro.
Bro, how is it we're sitting here in April when Ben Davies signed, what is it, like the 1st of February or something like that? And we haven't seen this guy play a single solitary minute for Liverpool, and we are down to a player who's in on loan, and arguably our 6th choice centre back. And our 6th choice centre back gets injured, and you still can't play him.
Man couldn't even bring him on for 10 minutes.
Drift, I get what you're saying. Leeds are a quality team, but bruv, he was playing Leeds last season. This is not like Man United, bruv. He was playing against Leeds United last season, bro.
Yeah, I hear that.
And again, Klopp's not stupid, bro. Jota.
But are we deflecting here though?
No, because I'm gonna bring it back. Jota, when Klopp brought Jota, he started playing him straight away pretty much. Thiago started playing him straight away. And people make the argument with Robertson and Fabinho. People forget Fabinho played but just wasn't up to pace and had a bit of time to acclimatise, but came from a different country in a different league. Robertson, the only reason he didn't come straight into the team is because Moreno was actually playing well and then got injured. And then the moment he got injured, Robbo came in and didn't look back. But even before then, Robbo played a couple of games as well. So when people use this narrative of, oh, he's still breaking into the team and trying to settle, 2 months of settling with no football on the pitch doesn't sound like settling to me. It sounds
But
like Klopp
yeah,
he got done dirty, and he's saying, I'm not playing this guy because he's not good enough. To be seventh
facts.
choice for Liverpool, he's not good enough.
Facts. What about Simicast? I'm hearing things that he's still acclimatizing. Bro, I'm hearing things that
N-
Simicast is still trying to get up to the level. Have you heard some of the stuff
No,
that has
but
been coming
again,
up?
shall I tell you what I wrote off the Simicast one? Because he had
Mm.
COVID and he's had 2 injuries.
No, I'm not fully agree. But what I'm
Ben
trying to say
Davies
is this,
came in
though.
healthy, bro.
No, I agree. But surely not. Are we the only ones and the fan base never in the chat can see that Robbo is actually tired, though? But because Robbo's a warrior, Robbo will fight through anything. Like certain players will. Like Jordan Henderson will play until he, you know what I mean, until he can't play no more. There's just certain men that are wired like that.
And
Surely, and I don't.
that's what's done us in this season.
It
Us
has,
running players into the
it
ground.
has. Gini
Henderson got
Wijnaldum,
injured because he was running to the ground.
I don't even know where he is.
But you know what, though, guys, there is still a part of me that feels like it is slightly deflecting to do the other stuff with regards to we had this game won and we fucked it. We had this game won and we fucked. Whether it's Klopp's fault, whether it's individual mistakes, we had this game won and we fucked it. We were winning until the 86th minute and we let it slip. That's,
of course, bro.
I can't even really go with that. The owners will get theirs and we know that.
But we were
right
lucky
now,
to still be
I've
leaving.
got to look at,
We were
I've
lucky
got to
to be
look at
leaving
what
at that
happened
point.
today, tactically, substitution wise, player wise, decision making, missed chances. Like when Robbo played that pass to Jota after that amazing running, mate, I was like, what? Like Manham in the Park wouldn't even do that.
It's true, you know.
That was the I was like, hold on a minute.
Man waited.
No, Robbo surely did not just play a pass that poor.
Man waited still.
Like Salah. Let's not get twisted. Like he went on the pitch for long, fair enough. But when Thiago puts him through, he's got to score that.
Score, yeah.
Oh my God, Thiago put him through with and you know what's annoying me? Is that draw has also taken away from that actually being a man of the match performance from Thiago. Thiago was immense today, first half and second half.
But what am I gonna use? What am I gonna say? Like I say all the time, bro. What don't we have at our team?
But there's a lot of things we don't have at our team, bro.
No, it's the whole striker thing again.
It's the same thing we say.
We don't have that person.
Same thing. We do not have a killer in front of goal. We have Salah, who is a great
goal
you say that,
but Salah's got to score that, man.
I agree. No, agree. Again, Drift, I'm not disagreeing with you. Fully agree with you. He's got to score. But, bro, what does Harry Kane do in that situation? Whatever the hell he wants, innit? What does Aguero do in that situation at his peak? Whatever the hell he wants. What does Torres do in his peak? Whatever the hell he wants. Suarez, whatever the hell he wants. Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler. I can do this all day, Drift. You can as well. R9. Van Nistelrooy, Kluivert. What would them man have in common? Ice in their veins when they're one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, of course.
We ain't got a man like that at the club.
It's nice. It's frustrating, man.
Do you want to know something?
Even some of Jota's finishing in the first half. Like, he had a good half, but I was like, remember when he just blazed it high and wide one time, and I'm just like, bro, get a bit of composure, man.
The header. I will say this though, Drift. Sometimes I want some of the chances that fall to Salah to fall to Jota, you know, because I do feel like I know Jota isn't obviously in the same league when it comes to finishing as Harry Kane and them boy there. But I still think Jota is potentially the best finisher, especially when he's got time. I feel like
you say that, bro, but he blazed it high and wide in the first half when he should have hit the target.
I feel like, dare I say that, I still feel like he's the more level-headed one. When he's got time on the ball, he can bury it. I still think he ain't the greatest, you know. I'm just saying, out of the forwards that we have, in my opinion, he's still the best. And I wish that opportunity fell to my man. Those two, even the chance that fell to Ox.
You know what, Matt, I'll be completely honest with you, bro. It was on his left foot. Salah was actually the best person for it to fall to. He just fucked it.
What you mean? Are you talking about Salah's chance or Ox's one?
Yeah. That if you're talking about the exact same situation, whether it was Jota, Mane, or Salah, because it was on his weak foot, it was on his strong foot. I'm actually going with Salah. I want that chance to drop to, you know, brother.
Oh,
Be
the
honest.
Ox one. Yeah, no, that one I understand. I'm
Oh
talking about.
no, the Ox one you're talking about.
That one.
I thought we were talking about when Salah got put through on goal.
Both of them. I'm just saying. I still feel like because I've seen misses where Salah's done things like that before. You know, bro. You'd
I
think
want
that
the
it
Ox
should be.
chance to fall to Salah as well, you know, bro.
Do you know what? It sounds crazy. Right now, I want everything to fall to Jota right now. That's me being honest. Them man there can't be trusted, man. You know, like that. You can't send them man out and expect them to do what they're supposed to do.
Sorry to cut you guys. Obviously, second half, and again, this has kind of been a running theme in most of our games this season. First half we looked pretty good. Second half just doesn't match up to the levels of the first half. Is it naive of us to put it down to fatigue, or is it just what it is?
I think fatigue definitely is playing a part. But you know what?
It is. But
I think fatigue is making us mentally tired, and therefore we don't have that kind of get over the line about us anymore. Because when you're mentally tired, you do things wrong, you get nervous, and you're not switched on. Like that goal that we conceded, we weren't switched on. Don't get me wrong. If Virgil or Nat Phillips or any of them lot are playing, or Matip, they'll just header that away and there isn't even a problem anyway. But the point is, when you're mentally tired, you do, like, in my opinion, that pass that Robertson made was absolutely shocking. But that was a fatigued pass.
Yeah.
Not only because he'd made that run, but because he's just knackered in general. So, you know, sometimes your body doesn't quite do what you tell it to do because you're tired. So you're a bit all over the place. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the story of our season in general. But listen, like I said at the beginning of the show, man, right now Liverpool are just dead food on and off the pitch. And I'm just so done with everything. If I'm being honest with you, when we lost to Real Madrid in the first leg, and I knew we couldn't retrieve it, I've kind of done then. Now this Super League stuff's come out, and now we can't even get top four. Like West Ham are laughing. West Ham got moved to by Newcastle, thought they'd fucked it, and then we go and give them the upper hand again.
Yeah.
With no disrespect to Leeds. Listen, Man United is the only team we had left to play where we should have accepted if we dropped points. All the other teams we had to beat. And straight away, right at the beginning of the run, we've just gone, we don't want top four. We didn't even get a couple games in. We just, right at the beginning, just went, Leeds, take some points off us. We don't want top four. There you go.
Yeah, but I think you've summed up right. Dead on the pitch. Off the pitch, I could use a lot more words than dead, if I'm going to be honest with you, because that team there is just, don't want to swear in it, but we know what it is. Klopp, we need to have a conversation about Klopp as well. I mean, we speak about the players being fatigued. Some of that's got to fall on Klopp's feet as well, because he's the one overplaying some of these players in situations and not making the right subs sometimes, and not making the right decisions to see out a game, or his game management.
But can I say this though, Cal? There's a thin line. I do think Klopp is to blame for some of his substitutions, but here's the joke. You know, if Oxlade-Chamberlain scores that goal, we're all saying what a great substitution that is. Do you realise that? And that's what I mean. He can't put the ball in the back of the net for Ox. And it's sad to say it.
Don't bring on a guy who's probably gonna miss the chance, bro.
Drift, I fully agree, but I'm pretty sure that he's seen Ox bury that chance like 10 times out of 10 in training or whatever. And it's like, that's bread and butter for any football player at this club, to be fair. Bro, the ball fell to him how many yards out, regardless if it's on a weak foot. You just put your foot through it. You might hit it that hard that the goalkeeper fumbles it or whatever. Bro, my man just, I can't even be bothered. Do you know Klopp made bad decisions, but at the same time, again, he can't. What's he supposed to do? Like, walk the ball in the net for Ox? Like, that was supposed to be. I made that substitution. At the time, I thought it was the right thing to do. This is what he's saying. It didn't work out. I thought the substitution was bad anyway. But if Ox scores that, we all actually would sit here and go. All of us would go. Do you know what? Yeah, Klopp subs were mad. I'm just glad that one of them worked out and it was Ox. That's what we would all be sitting and saying.
So
But the
I
fact of the
can't.
matter is,
I'm trying to remember when I read through the lineup. Was Shaqiri on the bench?
Yeah, it was.
he was. I know, Drift. Don't. Was it?
No, no better left foot that I could have fallen to in
Yeah,
that moment
I
than
was thinking
Shaqiri.
that as well as you said that.
Ox was not the guy to bring on. He was not the guy to bring on.
The thing is, I agree with you, Drift. Fully agree with you. But this is where it's difficult judging this season because you're right, Matt. Ox scores that goal. We're not really sitting here saying anything about Klopp. We're actually lauding him for that substitution. It's like the Real Madrid game as well. When you said, Drift, we all and ah and we're like Thiago didn't start, but really and truly in that first half we should have been 2 or 3-0 up as well. So it's like who it's like everyone just wants to be at fault for the situation. It's like everyone's
Yeah,
like, oh no, I'll take the load. No, I'll take it. No, I want to be blamed. It's like, and it's difficult because as you said, Shaqiri, if that falls to Shaqiri, then he's 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, he's going to bury that fell to Ox. But you ask yourself as well, who's more match sharp, who's more match fit, and it's probably Shaqiri out of Ox and Shaqiri. Well, not probably,
definitely.
it is.
It is.
Ox
Shaqiri
didn't
just
make
makes him
any
more
sense.
lively.
Ox didn't make any sense in any. Do you know what that substitution? Yeah, was like me bringing home a loaf of bread. Yeah, and putting it straight in the freezer, but we're having that bread with our dinner. You lot be like, oh, why did you put it in the freezer?
If it's harder bread, you can warm it up still.
It doesn't make any sense. No, you can, but you would still be like, bro, why'd you put it in the freezer? You're just
Yeah, it
making
don't
life
make no
harder.
sense. It don't make no
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense. Why'd you put the bread in the freezer? Doesn't make no
Man,
sense.
man said, yeah.
What are you doing? Like,
I don't.
that's what bringing Ox on is like. It don't make no sense.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm a
get
bit.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
like,
be real. He's fallen so far back, and we back at. Listen, all jokes
you lot still
aside,
think we
you,
can get 20 mil from him?
listen. You back any player that wears the shirt. You're just doing it. That's who we are as a fan base. But I'm gonna be real. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain is fully done. Fully done. When I say fully done,
Not as a
fully
footballer,
done.
fully done for Liverpool.
No, fully done for
career.
Liverpool. No, he's fully done for Liverpool, bro. Fully done. Bro, I'm gonna be real. I can't remember the last time Ox came on and just looked good or looked okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Have you lot seen how good
The Wolves
Lallana's
game.
been for Brighton this season? Ox needs to go and play for a lower club
No,
and rejuvenate himself. No, it's
I
real, bro.
can't
Lallana's been
remember.
very good this season.
I can't remember the last time I looked at Ox and thought, when he came on, you guys, he looked all right, you know. He looked all right.
The only games you could say that was maybe the West Ham and the Wolves game.
2 games in the whole season.
No, I'm not. I'm not
No.
disagree
I'm
with
just
your
saying.
point. I'm just saying
No,
those
I'm
are the
just
only games
saying.
I can think of.
I'm just saying it's a stretch. And someone
You
said,
know what?
Cater, I agree.
Cal, there was a super chat I wanted to talk about. Let's get through the super chats because it will
You
bring
want to
up
do
something.
super chats quickly? Cool. I'll do that now.
I'm tired, man. Oh, I can't be bothered, man.
All right,
This
we're gonna run through
team.
the super chats. So MF says Leeds deserve the equaliser. To be fair, Ali man in the match. Facts. Genie Houdini, Thanos voice. Dread it. Run from it. That Leeds goal was all was arriving all the same. The game depends on if we could get 2 goals. Genie Houdini, this isn't even a slight on Salah, but I've never seen someone scuff the ball so much with his strong foot. That's true as well. Henry Lewis, seriously grateful for you guys making this nightmare more bearable. We'll back Kopish wherever it goes. Much appreciated for that.
Big up, man. Big up. Timmy
says Ox did this in the West Ham game for their goal. Why Salah sub made? Why was the Salah sub made? Makes no sense. He's wasteful. Selection. To be honest, can't really blame Robbo. You have to remember these are men, not robots. Robbo could have been tired from the run, which leads to a bad pass. True.
Yeah, I kind of did say that, but it's still annoying though because he's still
of course
he's got to do that. Pass was shocking.
Kadir, who's saying FSG played and continue to play us. Yeah, we're going to speak about them, brothers. Dinesh Karai, Ox last game 2018 Champions League was the best. Gene Houdini, whenever Liverpool are given a chance to finish their dinner, it's like someone says, wait, oh, there's hair in my food.
It's more like I spit in your food. Nah. I'm joking. All right,
You're
man.
just sitting there. Yeah, you're just sitting there like
That's what
Do you
it's
know what?
like, and we're like,
Do you know?
how hungry are you, bro? How
I'm gonna make
hungry
a.
are you?
I'm gonna make a big call now. If Oxlade-Chamberlain leaves Liverpool and goes to West Ham, he'll revive his career.
Yeah, but
We'll
that's what he
see.
should go and do now.
Yeah.
He should go play with Jesse Lingard and them boy there. Revive your career, bro. Because right now you're stinking out the joint, fam. Differently.
Ace in
Flipping
Industries,
bro.
Ben Davies and Simicast were brought to defend the bench. Rion says, I beg someone explain how Salah gets goals. Bin Manting, I don't understand how he scores so many goals with his dreadful finishing. V says the Ox needs a Lingard move to a smaller club where he can be the main man. He's only good in a free roaming role, and he won't get that with us anymore. Oh well, Mbappe in the European Super
Hold
League.
on.
Here we come.
Was Curtis Jones on the bench? I just remember
No,
something.
still injured.
Oh, I was gonna say, because you see Curtis Jones, he's way ahead of Ox, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be real.
There's
Curtis
levels.
is way ahead.
Yeah.
Way ahead of Ox.
Edward says, looking increasingly like Keita's performance in Madrid was his Lovren/Spurs moment. Think Klopp may have made up his mind.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
That's the one I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. 1975 Jamrock. I am pro Super League. UEFA made it already a Super League when they didn't punish teams like Man City, Madrid, and Barca under FFP. You get what you deserve. That's an interesting point. I think here's the thing. I don't feel sorry for UEFA, but I just feel like we've been the one that's been punished as fans.
Yeah, of
by
course,
this.
of course.
That's what it feels like. It feels like my brother's done something naughty, but I've still got beaten. Like I wasn't even in the house. Why am I getting beaten for this?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was as a big brother, that was standard. Because it was my fault I let him do it. I always used to get in trouble if my little brother fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, just some of the stories you told me, brother, it kind of makes sense, bro. Kind of makes sense. We won't go into those stories,
what he did was on him, bro. I used to get in trouble all the time for that shit.
I'm gonna go into those stories,
Them ones
but
there. Them ones there.
you ain't got a clean slate,
my little brother, he had it rough still. I'm not gonna lie. He had it rough.
As I
He's
said,
a G, but he's a G to be as strong as he is now. Because he got roughed up when he was little.
Yeah, you big brothers are all the same, man. So Gandhi, if you want to speak about Naby Keita.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that's a very good point, you know, that he might have had his Lovren moment, because I think if you look through like any of the players that we've had that we've kind of the thing is, I wouldn't say Spurs moment because Lovren came back from that. But I feel like there is a moment like with Moreno, for example, and there's a few times like Klopp will keep on giving you chances, but there will just become that one point where he'll go, all right, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. And I feel like maybe that Real Madrid game was that moment. Because when you really think about it, yeah, man nearly blew off his head top to rotted. You all good, yeah, bro?
you know the killer is, yeah, I'm muted and I tried to stop the camera because I knew that was going to be a bad one. Baiting myself up. Nice one.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm saying, man, you nearly blew off your head top to rotted, bro. You know what? But like I just feel like that it could be it, because Keita's been fit for a while. He got put in here or there, got his big goal. Right, Real Madrid, go show me what you can do, Naby. Was so bad in the game, he got hooked before halftime even came round. And ever since then, man ain't seen him. We played about 5 games since then. He ain't even seen 1 minute of bench. And let's be real, if you're not coming on and Ox is coming on, without being shady to Ox, that also shows something's going on here. Because Ox should not be getting on the pitch over Naby. Like, that is just a fact. He should not be getting on the pitch over Naby. He shouldn't.
Agreed. The thing is as well, I fully agree with what you're saying. What's so mad is that Naby Keita was actually really, really bad against Real Madrid. There's no denying that. He was shocking, in fact. I was like, bro, this is what you've been training for. This is why you've been in a hyperbolic time chamber. Shout out all you Dragon Ball Z fans. Man was training for time and he came out and just done nothing. I was like, bro.
Came out and Cell was like, what'd you get in there for?
Trust me. But here's the thing. As bad as Naby Keita has been, I will still sit here and say to you, I still feel like he's a better footballer than Ox. So when you look at it like today's game, I'm not even trying to say Naby Keita even would have scored that goal. He might have even done the same thing as Ox for all I know. But I still feel like, I don't know, maybe there was a better chance. Maybe I do.
No. That's the only thing that I wouldn't say, bruv. Naby's left foot ain't scoring that. So
no, but bro, here's the thing. Sometimes it can be fluke, and sometimes it can be like you just like put your foot through it. The hesitation thing with Ox here was a big no-no for me because he hesitated. Bro, even if you sky it, at least we would have been like, bro, Ox, what? But bro, it's the fact of he kind of dilly-dallied because he was just unsure of what he wanted to do. Look at the situation.
all of our
that
players
you're in.
are doing that now.
You just hit that.
Everybody's overthinking everything. I feel like the only person in our team that does stuff without overthinking at the moment is Thiago. I feel like everybody else in the team kind of just overthinks things. Like even Jota looks like he's kind of been dragged into this low confidence, overthinking it kind of thing because he came back from the injury and looked hot. And the more he's playing, the more he looks like he's second guessing himself. And I'm like, has he been dragged into how we're all feeling? But you know what I mean? Like maybe the injury kept him all fresh, and then now he's playing. He's been dragged back into it. I don't know, man.
Can I just speak on that Naby situation again? Again, it's kind of enough, and I think this is where expectations needs to be managed as well. All we kept on hearing while Naby was supposedly doing his own training regime is Naby's put on muscle. He looks great in training. He's got a special regime and all this. Why do we release information like that as a club?
Because it's stupid.
And then why are we hyping up our own player who's not injured and having to do his own training regime during the middle of a compact season?
You know what, guys? I won't
simple.
I won't have a go at them for doing that purely on the basis of we want to know where he is. And I feel like you need to let the fans know things just because. No, we did need that information. It was a thing like, where is it? Because like I feel like we do deserve to know that.
Drift, I tell you, no, to a degree you are right. But this is why I say stupid. You're putting extra pressure on the player. Bro, Virgil van Dijk done his knee in. Every week we're getting up, we're seeing things on Instagram with Virgil van Dijk.
No, the Virgil thing's different.
No, but bro, no.
That's winding me up.
No, it's stupid. And I'll tell you why it's stupid. Virgil is not coming back this season. It is stupid. Why are you showing me videos of Virgil van Dijk like he's going to change?
No, I agree. I agree. But I think the Naby thing's different though, bro.
Bro, so I'll tell you why. Our PR team have a thing of when things are not going that great, we need to throw them a little bone, so to speak. That's what the club does. Dare I say it? Correct me if I'm wrong, people. It's what we do. When things are looking bad, you look for a little bit of glimmer of hope. So the glimmer of hope this season has been, I don't know, we saw Diogo Jota running by himself. Okay, cool. You know he's on a comeback trail. But 2 months later, he's still not back. Naby Keita. Yeah, we see him doing a high five with Salah. But here's the joke. He's still like 2 months away from being fit because he's in his own training regime. And every now and again, we're getting these updates. I don't want to hear it. Just let me know when he's back. Virgil van Dijk, showing man, bringing up his knee and bringing down his knee. I don't give a damn about that. I want to see him on the pitch. I don't care about Van Dijk flexing his knee. Is him flexing his knee gonna change things? No. They do the same thing with Joe Gomez. I understand it. It's 2020. It's 2021. We need to have an update with the players, but I'm gonna be real. I don't give a damn what these players are doing because if I'm being honest with you, none of them are playing this season. So let them do what they got to do and let them get back to full fitness without putting pressure on them about getting hold of man's Instagram account and putting up the camera and showing man flexing kneecaps. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm done with that. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of done with Liverpool.
I think that stuff should be left for members because I don't have a problem with it. Like to an extent, like if that was member
But it's
stuff
the
where
timing of when they
you're
release
getting that
it.
little bit of exclusiveness, but the
Agreed.
fact that they just spray it over free to air to like PR up the thing and make everything look all like it's rosy, that's what my problem is. If that was just pure Liverpool member stuff, I wouldn't be fussed about it. In fact, I don't think we should see any training videos, to be honest.
Bro, they are hyping
and just to confirm what you guys are saying as well. And just to reiterate this, it's not us getting annoyed when Virgil puts it up himself. It's when the club puts it up, not when Virgil.
Virgil.
It's his account. He should be doing that. He should be showing his progress.
I'm talking about Liverpool's Twitter account, Liverpool's Instagram account. They know what they're doing. Timing is everything. When the things aren't looking too rosy, and when we're going through a dark period, guess what? Out of nowhere, the club picks up the camera and go, yo, Virgil, I beg you get up. Virgil, I beg you get up at 6 a.m. and start stretching your kneecap, fam, so we can show these man that you're doing something. What?
Yeah.
Virgil,
and just back onto Ox and Naby as well before we do player ratings and read out the rest of the super chats. Klopp's been accused of sort of not having ready-made replacements in midfield or that next crop. You could argue though that Keita at what 25, 26 and Ox at what 27, they were meant to be the two that kind of started to take players like Milner and Genie and make them rotation players. Instead, they're the two that are rotation players. So again, Klopp, it seems, has kind of done what he can to try and make this happen, but the players just haven't worked out for him.
Naby, that's why Naby's so frustrating, because Naby wasn't even an injury-prone player when we bought him. I don't know what the hell. I don't know and you know what? I'm going to take that moment to give a shout out to James Ross Clark, legendary Millie, because I watched him do more running in that midfield today than any fucker on the pitch, period. And the man's 35 years old.
Yeah.
35 years old. You know what? He just put dead to anybody saying that when you're 29, you shouldn't get a contract because you're old. Man, 35 years old, and he did more running today than anybody. Anybody. I watched that man running up and down today like he was old school Millie from like Newcastle and that, bro. He was a don today, effort-wise. He was on it, bro. He was everywhere today.
Did you see in the first half drift? I think it was the first half when the ball got played over by Leeds and then the ball got kept in. It might have been the second half, actually. Was it? It might have been the second half. And he basically got in front of Bamford to stop Bamford scoring and headed out and turned around and said, "You lot, stop. You're switching off." He shouldn't have to be doing that, though.
No, he shouldn't. He really shouldn't.
Milner's at an age and a point in his career now when he plays a game, he should really be able to coast through that game, innit?
Yeah.
He's having to work harder than every other player on that pitch.
He's 35 years old. It should be one of them things where he's able to play the game a bit. This is what I will say. If we played, I know they lost the other day, but if we played a bit more like Man City and actually like done what we were supposed to do and win more games than we lose and actually control games, Milner could actually play the game out a bit more graceful. Because dare I say, if you put James Milner's Man City's team, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing the due diligence that we're asking him to do here. No. Bro, we are working him into the ground. Do you understand? Bro, the mileage that is on James Milner, I'm going to be real, it's almost like Klopp has to keep playing him, because if he stops playing him, it's like everything's just going to fall apart, because you're going to see the real effect of what man's had to go through, bro.
And this is what I'm saying, and Millie's the one who has to go play left back. Like I said, I asked the question again, and yes, I will do it, Cal, because I'm vexed. I'm bringing everyone down with me. Was James Milner playing left wing at the end of that game?
Ask Jurgen. I don't even know, bro. I don't know.
Was James...
Damn!
That's my response, Drew. That's my response.
A 35-year-old being asked to play left wing in the dying minutes of a game that he's ran the most in. What?
And we had a sub we could have used. Man. We had a third sub we could have used.
Come on, Klopp, man.
Speaking of Milner, apparently Milner after the game was asked about the European Super League and says he doesn't like it and he hopes it doesn't happen. Apparently,
Because he's a real one, bruv.
I'm not surprised that Jason.
And-
He's a real one, man.
and again, just guys in the comments, sorry to do this to you, but if you can someone just post up Klopp's quote for the European Super League? I missed it earlier in the chat when we were speaking, so if anyone can do that, that'd be appreciated. All right then, guys, let's quickly run through player ratings and then we'll quickly end by talking about the elephant in the room. Ali,
Let's make this quick. Ali,
Yeah.
8.5.
9.
Yeah, 9
for me.
9. Let's go with 9.
Trent.
By the way, Ali looked young as hell today with that trim. Like he took about 10 years off him. Now I know that he's only 28. You know when you see someone actually looking like they're supposed to, and you're like, oh yeah, you're not old at all.
Ali got fade, you know. Ali got fade.
Although I do feel bad for him because I do feel bad for him, you know, because the sign of somebody who's going through a lot is someone who like is very indecisive, and he's had like 4 different hairstyles in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. So you can tell that he's still feeling like the emotion of everything of his dad and all that. So like, you know, I feel bad for him still. He's still pulling out 9s.
Why are people being stupid about anyway? Sorry, yeah, go on, Carl, go on. About Klopp's resign. Stop chatting rubbish.
Yeah.
If he has resigned, then I'm coming off air right now. I don't think he has though.
Trent.
6. 6.5.
No, I'm gonna give him a 7.5 because his first half performance was excellent.
What did you say you're gonna give him, Drew?
I'm giving him a 7.5.
I give him a 7.
I'm giving him a 6.5.
His first half was excellent.
It was, but his second half was. I mean,
I say
maximum 7.
In the second
I say
half.
maximum 7.
He just didn't continue as well as he was doing in the first. He wasn't crap in the second.
No, it wasn't.
He played one pass. Hey, he played one pass. You know them grass cutters where it actually left a white line in the grass. Do you remember that?
You know, Trent is my guy. He gets a 7 max from me. Disappointed with the second half performance.
Fabinho.
I think he redeemed himself in the second half from a couple of dodgy, uncharacteristic moments in the first half.
7.
I give Fabinho a 7.
7.
I was going to go 6.5. I think those mistakes, even though they weren't punished, they were still mistakes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He definitely had one of his. Actually, no, you're right. He had one of the worst games he's had all season, for real. I'll give him a 6 as well.
Kabak.
He's a centre back.
Do you know what? I can't make my mind up with this shoot.
I'm so
you know?
tired.
I can't make my mind up with
this. This is what happens when you play a 20-year-old regularly. 20-year-olds aren't meant to be consistent and class.
No, Kabak makes some good interceptions, you know. I'm gonna be real. I'll give him
6.5 from you.
6.5. Gotta be 6.5. Kabak was decent, you know. He was decent. I don't know about the ending, trying like put him in that much glory, but he had a decent game.
Kabak reminds me of my younger days when I used to go on links, man, and you're just trying to figure out how you feel. Like one conversation's great, another conversation, she might say something and you're like, oh, don't know if I agree with that. One time she comes out, she looks good. Another time she's wearing trainers you're not feeling. You're like, oh, I don't know what's going on there. Like, you feel very indecisive. That's how I feel about Kabak right now. I feel like we're linking, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't know.
Yeah. Give him a 6.5, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna rate him. I don't know, guys. I enjoyed the movie, but I'm still not sure about the conversation I had either side of going to the cinema right now. I don't know. And he even made a great run today. He picked up the ball on the edge of our box after making the tackle, made a great run. I'm like, well done, Kabak. And then release the ball, bro. Release the ball. And what did he do? He just ran straight into a Leeds player, got intercepted. Now he's out of position. And then they broke on us. And I'm like, why'd you do the good part and then have to go and do something bad afterwards? Like,
Bruv, he's doing what a 20-year-old defender's meant to be doing, bro. The
I
only
don't
difference
even
is
know.
most other 20-year-olds, they're either partnered with an established, experienced defender, or they don't play as frequently as he's had to play.
The thing is, yeah, I don't get me wrong. He has just turned 20, yeah. And he is a youth, man. And even when they zoom in, you can just see how young he is in the face and that. He's wet around the ears. I get it. I do get it. But let's be honest, though. At the same time, he has played professional football for 2 to 3 years. It ain't like he's like fresh out the academy. He was in Schalke's first team for 2 years. He isn't as inexperienced as 20 as a lot of other people are. So surely he should have started to like iron out a few of these like real sketchy moments.
He won't though. Not right now. He
It's
won't.
not
Anyway,
going to happen for now.
not gonna happen right now. But that'll be training ground and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for now.
They ain't gonna happen right now.
What are we saying for Robbo, guys?
5.5.
Yeah, I was a little bit annoyed with Robbo. I don't think he had a bad game, but some of the things he did were just very wrong.
That
I
pass
was
there.
going to go 6.5 for Robbo.
That pass there was
In
criminal.
the first half, I thought he played well. I think it was another one of those ones where first half was good, second half fell off. I'll give him a
5.5. I'm getting a 5.5.
Genie.
4.
No, I think Genie's the same. I think played all right in the first half and then just played poorly in the second half.
Drift, apparently Genie made 15 passes all game, bro.
Man said you're playing for Liverpool and you made 15 passes.
15
Hey, you know what?
passes, bro.
No, but here's the thing. Yeah. In that first half,
If I love
that-
you, bro,
No.
that's inexcusable.
no, but I need to go back and watch that game again to see you.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
15 passes, bro. No, that's not that ain't.
No,
cutting.
but no. All right, but let me ask you an answer
Bro,
honestly.
he made
In that first
15
half,
passes.
at the end of that first half, none of you thought Genie was having a bad game, though, did you?
Drift. Do you
I
want to
thought
know
he was
why?
playing
No. Just answer.
No,
Just yes or
playing
no.
alright.
Is Genie having a
Playing
bad
alright.
game?
I thought he was just playing okay.
He's playing alright. Yeah, he's playing alright. Wasn't amazing. Listen,
I'll
Drift,
give
we
him
love
a
Genie
5.
Wijnaldum.
I don't think he deserves a lower mark than he started with.
Bruv, 15, bruv. You're a centre midfielder, bruv. 15
Yeah.
passes is unacceptable.
And you're supposed to recycle the ball, and you only made 15 passes.
Well, like I said, I watched it with the eye test, and plus I want some context. How many passes did other players in the team make, so I can weigh up what it was like?
More than 15, bro.
No, I'm gonna be real, Drift. Tonight, Genie was James St. Patrick. He was Ghost, fam. It's that simple. Man, I'm calling him tonight. It was James. It was James St. Patrick.
Fair, I don't think Genie was that bad. I'm gonna give him a 5.
Fair enough.
Gets a 4.5 for me. I played centre midfield and I've never played centre midfield and only made 15 passes.
James St. Patrick, bro.
Even if we're under the cosh. Like, Genie's meant to be one of our most experienced players. He's meant to be grabbing that game by the scruff of the neck when things aren't going right and saying, nah, you
know what?
saw it.
I'm trying to figure out how that's even possible. I saw
Exactly. That's what.
No, as in like because I saw him make more passes than that. I'm sure, like,
bro.
anyway,
You know what it is? No, it's peak. Fair enough. I'm giving him 4. I thought Genie. Yeah, 4.5. I don't even care at this point.
Milner.
He ran his legs off 6.5. He put in the work. 6.5 for me.
I'm gonna give him 7.5.
Fair enough.
Thiago.
Bad
9.
boy in the thing.
8.5 for me.
8.5. I would. Do you know what? He was man of the match, best player. It's hard to give someone a 9 when you draw, but I'll be honest with you, Thiago was saucy. He was the only one that was conducting. He's putting in tackles. He was being aggressive from the get-go. Made a good tactical foul as well. You know what? No, he gets a 9. He gets a 9. I don't even care. He gets a 9. 8.5, 9. But I'll give him a
9. Mane, he played on the right wing today.
7.5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.5 as well.
Got the goal as well.
I'm a little bit worried about Mane, because even when he scores, he doesn't look happy. There's definitely something going on with Mane.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I saw Mane celebrate a goal.
I'm not even saying this is shade, but it's because he hasn't scored for a little while, bro.
Yeah, but normally that would make you a bit more happier.
No, I think again, I'm obviously this is pure speculation, but what it is sometimes. Like you see, like if you let's say you do something, you like all right, let's say Drift, you're good at DIY, right? But say for example, you're putting a shelf up that you'd usually do in like 10 minutes, but it takes you 45 minutes to do this one shelf. You see, when you finish doing it, you're like, oh, finally, why did that take so long? As opposed to, right, yeah, I've done it. I think, do you get what I mean? I think it's a case of flip me. I've scored now. Like this should have happened ages ago.
I get
I
that.
think that's
but
what it is with Mane.
Even in important games, like when he scored past Leipzig, he didn't even look happy, and that's a Champions League quarterfinal.
Probably not happy with the
like,
situation.
I don't know, man.
His
Like
form,
I don't know.
I think it's a case of I think these players,
everything.
as much as people call them like annoying and they are annoying sometimes. We're fans. We're allowed to say that. I think these players hold their reputation and what they do on the pitch to such a high level that when they drop below it, they feel it even more than we feel it. So him scoring a goal is not gonna, but in his mind, I don't think it's gonna gloss over the fact that he's not playing in the sort of form he wants to be playing in.
No, I hear that. I'm not gonna say, and it always seems like I'm being shady. I try not to be, but I'm not saying beat Arsenal. And it doesn't matter what goal you score, run off acting like it's the winning goal in the Champions League final. I'm not saying that.
The bios and that, yeah, Fulham.
Bruv, every goal Arsenal score, you think it was a winning goal in the Champions League final. They might get way too gassed about, like, I don't know. But anyway. But, like, I want you to look a little bit happier than that.
Yeah.
Like, we were winning because of your goal. And that the most you did was just give a little chest bump to Trent for the pass. And then that was it. And like people are talking to him and he looked more vexed, like he was telling people off. And I'm like, Mane, why? Calm down a bit, bro. You just put us in the lead. At least be a little bit pleased. Like, he didn't even look pleased. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you're probably right. Maybe he's just vexed with himself for the whole season. Man.
I think he's just a big critic of himself.
Jota or Firmino?
Yeah, Jota. So, no, Firmino.
Firmino.
What did I give Mane?
You gave Mane 7.5.
I gave Mane a 7, I think.
Then I've got to give Firmino a 7 then. He wasn't as good as Mane, but maybe just a tiny little bit worse.
7.
I'll give Bobby a 7.
I agree with that, 7.
Jota.
7 as well.
7, because he even got I know he didn't get the assist, but that pass to Trent.
Oh, quality.
Was absolutely sensational. And he had some good runs on that.
He was quite wasteful today of his finishing.
He was.
Jota should have scored today.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read off some of these super chats. So Mr. Here's my battle. Not gonna lie, coaching staff needs to go this summer.
Raw man, and them are saying Pep Linder's out. Yeah.
Yeah, they are saying that, Drew.
Linders.
Sorry, just bear me one moment. I'm trying to find these super chats. My phone's playing up a little bit. Jeannie says we need to find a symbiote Spider-Man reference to help revive Ox and Naby's careers.
Symbiote. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Matt.
No.
I know. I heard the disappointment in you in your voice there.
No. Bro, no. Ignore that. I'm just tired, bro. And that's the frustration of Liverpool as well, bro. Man's just tired, bro.
Selection says Leeds are such a fit team. I have a feeling Klopp told the team to sit back and go for counters. Shocking, Leeds had, I think it was 71% possession at one point.
71.
Yeah.
Bro, that man, they really just.
And Gangan Deep, guys, one moment in the game where Genie drove the ball the through ball to Mane was on and decides to shoot and it wasn't on, frustrating. I saw that. And again, that comes down to what we were speaking about the other day when players shoot from outside the box. They either shoot at the wrong times or they don't shoot at all. So can you guys give me 1 sec? My camera at the front of my house is going a bit crazy. Give me 1 sec, yeah?
Yeah. Man said Gino Ronaldo was shooting like that.
Second, yeah, 72% in the second half. I feel like that was a really, really bad game plan to let Leeds have the ball because, as I said, we need to Leeds won't be that bad in the second half. So remember, I said at half time, we need to make sure that we don't give them back the initiative. We need to keep playing that same way. And we came out in the second half, and after about 10 minutes, we kind of did give them the initiative. Because I think we played well for the first 10 minutes of the second half, but then we didn't get a goal, and then we kind of went, let's hold on to the 1-0 lead. And let's be honest, bro, if there's one thing Liverpool can't do, it's hold on to a lead. Like, not now, not without Virgil and them lot. Like, when we had Virgil and Gomez and Matip, I would comfortably be like, at 1-0, we'll kind of be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But without them lot, especially with Fabinho makeshifting and Phillips and Kabak and all that, I'm like, nah, don't try and hold on to Leeds, man. Don't try and hold on to Leeds.
Nah, for real.
Mr. Hedge, my rebuttal Drifty, I need you to do a 4-3 versus Bournemouth type video.
Nah, that was Carrius. Oh my days.
Don't drift. Don't go into that dark place, bro. It takes a little while to come back out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to see that.
After this European stuff, I'm way in the dark place, bro.
Yeah, same. To be fair. Speaking on that, yeah, Klopp. So I'll read you Klopp's comments and get the guys shout out to you guys in the comments for putting his comments up. Klopp said, "If I'm a problem, I go. If I'm not, I stay. I feel responsible for this club." He also said, "You'll never walk alone" is our anthem, not Gary Neville's. The owners of this club are good people. They are reasonable people. They will try and explain the decision to me. I heard today that I would resign. That is not the situation. If times get tough, it makes me more sticky that I stay here. It is very tough time for sure, but I will help sort it out somehow. That's what I mean. This is what pees me off. Why does he have to come out to the defense of these owners?
Yeah, where's JW Henry with his statement? Where is it? I don't even know if JW Henry's even involved.
They're cowards. They're cowards.
But
I'm not gonna lie to you, lot. I'm gonna be honest. This might even sound dramatic. For my own mental health, I need to switch off from football for a couple of days. You know, I can't deal with this.
No,
shit.
I agree.
Honestly, the thought of Klopp leaving now, all of this bullshit, the way it makes us look, the football's being taken from us. The club sold. We drew today. We're not going to be in Champions League if things are back to normal. We've fallen off. We're defending champions, but we fucked up the season.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I need a timeout. You know, honestly, I need a timeout.
I'm taking my time out right now.
They are cowards.
Timeout,
I'm sorry, they're cowards.
Listen, I'll say this, yeah.
Sorry to cut you, Matt. Do you know what this is like?
You go.
This is like me doing something wrong and sending my little one out to go and sort out the problem. That's exactly what it is. Let's say, for example, I didn't pay a bill in the house and I don't know, the bailiffs have come around and I say, you know what, my son's going to deal with it. Son, could you deal with the bailiffs, please? Pops can't do it right now. But Dad, you got us into this mess. Yeah, you're right, son. Could you just deal with that for me, please? What would you guys call me if that would happen?
Yeah, pretty much. I get it.
You know what Cal's basically like, you know what that's like, Cal? That's like, I don't know, say your mum, for example, saying, can you pick me up from the airport? You're like, yeah, of course, mum, of course. And literally, just as she comes out of the airport, she just gets a text message. I can't get you. Cal didn't even ring her, didn't even explain, nothing. Man just sent a text. I can't get you.
With the big suitcase.
let me say this before I go, because I gotta go. Yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, the way Liverpool have stitched up
Man.
Jurgen Klopp here is just different. Imagine this year, this whole big thing has taken place over the last 24 hours. I think Billy Hogan has said something, if I'm not mistaken. But J.W. Henry, the owner, hasn't said a word. Jurgen Klopp is having to kind of speak and kind of be careful about what he's saying because he doesn't kind of know where he even stands right now. Do you know how peak that is? But listen to the passion from the manager. He's saying, I feel responsible. He's saying, I will try my best to get us into the best situation. You can't ask for a better manager than that. He hasn't said, I've given up or whatever. What he's saying, though, is that he doesn't know what the future holds. And what he's saying is that he can only try the best that he can to make sure that, he will try his best to see what can happen regarding Liverpool Football Club because he understands what we are about. Passion, values, fans, history, all of that. He understands that. What
He's the man that won up my club.
of
FSG, I
course,
don't want cowards.
FSG see us as a business, and it was reported on Sky Sports News today. One of the owners of the so-called Big Six said, we're about maximizing profit and football values, whatever comes secondary. When I heard that, they didn't say no names, obviously, because they're not going to release that. But when they said that, I said, yo, yeah.
Oh, was that a direct quote by one of the people on the
Yeah. Cots, oh my days, what's his name? Because of K, not Carvajal.
Ronke?
No, basically they didn't
Cavalli.
cover.
Yeah, on Sky Sports.
Yeah. One of the main reporters said this is a quote from one of the so-called Big Six directors, but he didn't say which club. That's it, Carver. I can't pronounce that. Whatever it is, Carver. The people are saying in the chat. Yeah, him. He said someone from the Big Six. One of the directors has said that all they care about is maximizing profit and football values and whatnot come secondary. That says to me everything. People, I'm out. I'm taking a break. I need to get up early tomorrow. I'll see you on another side, innit? Like, I'm done out. What else can I say, bro?
There isn't.
What more can I say, people? But anyway, people, enough love.
Yeah, man.
I'll be back to fight the good fight. Obviously, I say I want to take a break, but obviously I'm here for you, man, and you ladies, and the kids that might be watching if you are up this late, but you should be in bed. But yeah, I'm here in it, and we'll fight again, man. We got to fight the good fight. We'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen. Whether we unite as a fan base, as football fans in general, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Man City, something has to be done in it. Because I just think if these lot get their way, football will change forever, and there will be no going back in it. And it's a case of we will always look back and go, do you remember the good old days? And that's what I'm worried about. Peace and love, people.
Yes,
R.I.P. Scottie Pippen's son as well. You man have a blessed evening. You ladies have a blessed evening. You man,
too, brother.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
Sam Max Legend says if FSG push through the ESL, Klopp will part with the club. In US teams relocate LA Rams to St. Louis Rams. LFC hosted in Minneapolis in ESL. JP Morgan funding ESL. B of Ing. I'm not sure what that means. Must stop them operating in the UK.
England, maybe.
Oh, Bank of England, yeah. Yeah. Troy,
and you know what? He's got a point. Remember, that's what I was saying about the relocation thing. Like, they could easily start making games in America and all that.
No, he's saying the club relocate.
Bruv, it's not even that far-fetched, bro.
Not anymore with the way things are going. Troy M put a Kopish squad. Bro. We ride together, indeed. Yafu, Sky Sports trying to play the moral high ground after they tried to export fans with £15 pay-per-view. Very, very true. None of them are innocent in this. None of them are innocent. Thero says, to be honest, there's no difference between the ESL and the proposed new Champions League. No, there is, man. There is. It's a big difference.
Mm. Qualification, everything.
Yeah, merit is the difference.
It makes the Premier League games like null and void. If it doesn't matter where you finish unless you win it, it makes the league pointless.
Yeah. Slyros one, Joe Glazer's was on the Liverpool website. His statement: Henry's a coward. Henry hasn't even given a statement. Man, are cowards, absolute cowards. Pretty sure when the furlough stuff happened, they didn't give a statement either, did they? Cowards, man. I want cowards at my club. Do one. FSG, just pee off, man. Ain't you got something else to do? You got something better to do. And do something else, man.
Oh man, these men have got me so done. Today's result has made it worse as well, because when we were winning, I felt a bit perked up, and as soon as that equaliser went in, it just made me feel shit again.
But Drift, I'm going to ask you, what difference was today to playing a preseason friendly, bro?
I don't know, but watching my team win always makes me happy,
No, it does. But I want to see my team win in a friendly as well, Drift. But I usually wait to watch friendlies in July and August, not in April. April's business end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, but
they've made our club look bad. That's what annoys me the most. Slyros one, imagine FSG making us ashamed to be Liverpool fans. There's no coming back from this. Final nail for me. Can't believe they made me fall out of love. JK 1892. Love how we were calling out FSG way before this. Yep, we were. Got butchered for it a few times, but we were. And again, we've called out FSG from when we won the Champions League. If you guys go way back in the archives, one of the first videos we did together was us looking at FSG and their lack of spending after Liverpool had come close to winning the league. I'm correct, in it, Drift?
Yeah.
We have been speaking about FSG for a while, and we've had some very, very toxic feedback. And I'm not saying we're sitting here saying, "Yep, we were right. You should listen to us." But you know what? We're passionate fans, and we did our research.
People was basically telling us that we were being ungrateful. I had fans of other clubs telling me that I'm acting ungrateful because my team just won the Champions League and what am I complaining about? And I said the same thing to everybody because we saw the bigger picture and it wasn't just about winning. It was about what's going on around you. You can't always I'm not, the Champions League win didn't paper over cracks because we were too good for it to have been that, but it was hiding. It allowed FSG to hide behind Klopp and the success by what little they were doing. It's almost like I don't know. I'm so angry and jarred. I can't be asked to even try and think of analogies that make sense. But I don't know. A little bit like parents of a child who's like really, really talented and gets a scholarship and then goes on to be just an unbelievable superstar. And then the parents will act like it's all on them. But you'll see the life story and really all you did was give birth to him. Other than that, you had man living rough. His life was shit and he became great in spite of the bullshit you put him through. Like all those nights where he didn't know where he was going to sleep, didn't have no dinner and all that crap. Like he made it in spite of your poor parenting. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But now he's made it. You're going to act like, because it's my son. Yeah, it's like, I helped. You know what I mean? No, you didn't. He was just so talented. He managed to get through the bullshit. That's what I feel like this is. I feel like because Klopp was so good at what he did, FSG got to hide behind it. And they did loads of mistakes during that time. And Klopp managed to get through it. And now, look what's happening when it's all coming out.
Yeah, James Redmond. Shout out to brother James Redmond TV. Go subscribe to James if you haven't already. But we did it for views, they said. You know how many times we heard that? Oh, you just want views. You just clickbaiting. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. Gangan Deep says Carroll on Monday Night Football came out and said if Clough walks off the back of the formation of the ESL, the fans will drive FSG out within a week. Thoughts? No, we won't. The man won't go. They won't go unless they want to go. And now that they're getting all this money, they ain't going anywhere. We're stuck with them. We are stuck with these lot.
I'm deflated, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Let-
The result is adding to how I feel because we should have won that game, man.
Right, let's just let that sink in for a sec. We are stuck with FSG.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah,
no,
yeah.
there's no
How'd you
getting
get rid
away
of them
from these.
now?
In the same way, Man United are stuck with the Glazers. In the same way, Arsenal are stuck with Kroenke. Well, you think Arsenal fan TV have put enough pressure on Kroenke? Come on, people! Like we're powerless in this.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when Marvel wanted the rights to Spider-Man back and is it X-Men? I think that Fox owned, and like Fox were just like, why are we gonna give you the rights back? No, I think Sony owned Spider-Man, Fox owned X-Men, and it's like, why are we gonna give you the rights? Like, I know it's your thing, but we bought it from you, and now your studio's all successful. We're not gonna give you it back. We're gonna keep it. We can make money out of this. It's like FSG of Fox in it, and they bought X-Men. It's like, how are we gonna get it back? They own it. There's nothing we can do about it, bro. Unless we're gonna do a mad Disney thing and just buy out the whole shit, bro.
It's crazy. We ain't getting it back. We ain't getting
So
the club
unless the
back.
fans could somehow manage to get together like £3 billion so we can buy it back, bro.
Slyros won. They saved us. They won the lottery thanks to Klopp. Facts again.
So many people have told me they saved us. So many people.
This is a great quote. Monster Ahmed, why do these owners remind me of Hydra? You know Hydra, innit, Drew?
Yeah, of course, bro.
That is a great super chat. They do.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, considering Hydra is kind of supposed to be like some like people who were moving mad in the 1920s and the 1940s. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna lie. I think that is a bit peak, but I get the anger behind it.
Breaking the records trophies of the Champions League will be transferred over to the Super League.
How can it be though? It'd be
It's a different competition.
Yeah, like it's not the same in any way, shape, or form. We'll no longer be able to like feel like it's Europe.
Yeah,
it won't be Europe anymore.
It's not. Himanshu says Klopp covered for Fenway like Sir Alex Ferguson covered for the Glazers.
That's true.
I feel so sorry for Klopp, you know. So sorry for the man.
And look what he's going through while he's dealing with his own personal stuff, bro.
Disgusting, man. I know. Drift, anything you want to say before we go?
I'm a beaten man, bro.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a beaten man. I feel bad. I want to be here for the people as well. But guys, sometimes they say go sleep, wake up, and it might feel better. I'm hoping that today's one of those days still. Because right now I just feel beaten. I just feel beaten, man.
Yeah.
That result, everything that's going on with my club, you know what I mean? And I've said to you, I've said before and I'll say it again. I don't even care if people judge me for it. I have no shame in my game. Liverpool contribute to 50% of my happiness. Period. I don't care how sad that sounds. It is what it is, and I own it. And if they are doing this, that means 50% of my happiness in real life is actually compromised. So I'm actually like worried. I don't know about anyone else, but like I'm genuinely worried. This isn't just about like I'm genuinely worried. If Liverpool got taken away from me, what the fuck would I do? Yeah, honestly, bro, I don't even care if I sound like I'm dramatizing. If Liverpool got taken away from me, bro, I don't know what I would do.
Brother, you tell him.
bro.
We've got a
It's
flipping channel,
fucking
bro. We've
mad.
worked hard. We've worked hard on this flipping channel, bro. What happens with all that? How it's not gonna be easy getting Real Madrid fans on to do match previews. I'll tell you that much. It really ain't. What, we're gonna have to learn
Oh,
Spanish and
bro,
Italian now?
bro. It's mad, bro. And by the way, some people are going a bit too far left comment.
No,
I
yeah,
don't mean
yeah.
that. Bloody
Come on
hell.
now, yeah.
Come on, guys.
Um,
I'm just talking about just that general. Like I said, I spend 4 or 5 hours a day thinking about Liverpool, whether it be what scenario we can get into, what our next game is, what's happened, reflecting, Champions League, watching it. Like, do you know how many times I hear from people around me, my brother, my missus, my mum, anyone who's around me, no matter where I am, what I'm doing, you're watching football again.
yeah.
Oh my, I get football again. I didn't know Liverpool were playing. No. This is an old game.
Didn't you watch Liverpool just a minute ago? Yeah, but I'm watching it back to just watch it again.
This is what I'm saying,
Have
but
you
like
watched it
people don't
again?
understand.
Yeah.
Like it's different. It's different. You know what I mean? But
Sly
I don't
Ross,
know,
it's
man.
like Henry shot someone, Klopp is taking the rap. Yeah, he is.
What are you saying? Shine, yeah, did he?
A lot of people speaking about the Perez interview. Obviously, we have no idea what's going on with the Perez interview because we're doing this. So I don't even know if I'll watch that tonight. I got to be honest, people. I don't think I can watch that tonight. I've had a very long day, and
I've had
this,
a long day.
yeah,
Long.
this is not like. Do you know? I'm not going to say I've had a long day. I've had a long 24 hours with this stuff, plus just general life.
You know, you got a lot on your mind when you wake up before your alarm goes off, innit?
I've been up. I was up. I was up from like 6 on Sunday morning, just doing bits and bobs, and then I was up early because I go gym before work, and then obviously we filmed earlier than we normally would because we've got a game, and then the game and all that. So I'm feeling it right now, physically, but mentally, I'm just.
I'm hungry as well. Need to eat.
Yeah. Selection is messing with my mental health, bro, and this draw made it worse. I feel your pain. I'll be honest, you guys are the ones keeping us going, man. Gotta be real. Like, I'm starting to use these streams as therapy now. Like,
Yes, indeed, bro.
yeah.
Yes,
And,
indeed. But you know what? I'm just hoping that, you know what? This is the one time when I want Liverpool to be bottlers. Like, I want them to be bottlers. I'm not saying we ain't bottled things in the past, but I want us to be bottlers. I want us to bottle this thing, and I want us to just go back to normal. Like, bun it in it. I just want us to bottle it. I want everyone to bottle it.
yeah.
I don't even care if everyone else goes off and does the Super League thing and we just stay in the Prem, you know? Like,
I could live with that.
bro, I would 100% be fine if Liverpool went back to the days of McManaman, Fowler, Owen, all these men where we just breed our own players and we play in the league. But if all them lot, if them lot go do the ESL, let them go do it, innit? At least we'll still have our integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout
And we'll
out
be
to
allowed to
brother.
breed our kids because we're playing against a level playing field. It won't be Man City and Chelsea just bunning out the team with all this money and we got a flipping worry anyway. You know what I mean? We'll be able to do things the right way. I don't let everyone else just go, man. Liverpool, just bottle it and just stay. Let them man that all go do their thing in it, and let's just stay and just do our thing, man.
Yeah, shout out to KG, our brother KG. Guys, go and check out. Well, I was going to say check out our preview on KG's channel. I don't see why not. Anyway, that was a very fun show and a very funny show. You'll enjoy it, even though the games happen. But the main thing is you go and subscribe to KG Vision and go and support him because he's a fantastic Leeds fan and a fantastic football man as well. He said Perez is just letting everyone know, be outraged by this, but the new league has the money to not care about you. That's the reality, I'm afraid. Facts. We have no control over this. Control's gone. Sly Ross said it is worse that we're one of the main instigators. Facts.
Yeah, it is.
It is. That's what makes it the most disgusting situation. Why, John? Yes, guys, long time, but sad times. Congratulations on 20k subscribers. Big up the Kopish family. Big up to yourself, Why, John? Hope you're well. Before we head off, also just want to shout out to Jamie Phillips. So Jamie Phillips, one of our regular subscribers, one of the regular viewers. His daughter's got an operation tomorrow, so please keep Jamie in your thoughts.
Yeah, man.
If you speak to Jamie, whether it be on Twitter or you know him personally, just show him some love. Let's support him. Let's gather around Jamie right now. Like "You'll never walk alone" is a slogan that we have for a reason, and this is a big thing for him in his life. So, Jamie, if you're watching or if you watch this at a later time, all the love to you and your family. Hope everything goes well, and please do keep us posting. And can't wait to see you back on the channel, leaving your comments or on a Friday when you jump into Rival Watch. So yeah, we'll leave it there, I reckon, Drift, unless there's anything you wanted to add, bro.
No, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm so done. If dinner wasn't already pre-made, I'd probably just go bed hungry, bro.
Yeah.
No, them ones.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh yeah. But Drift, enough love to you. Everyone in the comments, everyone who watched, everyone subscribe. Please do smash the like button if you haven't already. Much love to you all. And yeah, we'll see where we go from here as a club. Obviously, we're not going anywhere for now. When are we going to be back? Well, I don't even know when we'll be back live. Just look out for notifications of social media because the way news is changing stuff, it could
that's
just
the
happen
wickedest
anytime.
thing, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I might just sporadically be like,
Yeah, we got to go
I just
live.
I need to rant, and I don't want to be the only one in the room hearing me like I'm going out of my mind. I might just jump on the thing. It is what it is. Boom. You know what I mean? So keep it posted, man.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, thank you very much all for watching. Until next time, stay
Oh,
safe.
so
Stay blessed.
guys, if you can be asked,
Oh yeah.
match reviews,
Yeah.
obviously get them into teamkopish@gmail.com. Try and make them landscape at this point. I don't even care anymore. Anyway.
No, I do landscape, people. Landscape.
No, bro, listen. Somebody, when I sit down to edit, somebody's always sent it portrait that I'm just like, this shit don't even matter anymore. But yeah, landscape. And obviously as well, guys, if we get enough videos, then I'll also put out a video about the thing. So if you want to air your views on what you think about the whole Super League thing as well, if we get enough, then I'll put out a Super League viewers special as well. So if you want to do that, but if you do, please make it a separate video. Don't make it in the same video as the match review, and label your video so I know what it is. Is it a match review or is it a Super League rant? Let me know, people. Indeed. Landscape.
Enough people, enough love. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay blessed. With Kop-ish, man, out, people. Take care.
Peace.